Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to whoever you are, wherever you are, and whenever you are watching this. We got Bloodborne. We're going to go through, take on a bit of the Forbidden Woods, and then work our way towards Dark Beast Parle. First things first, we're going to head up towards the Grand Cathedral and fight Vicar Amelia. Amelia, the Vicar. So set up all the way up these steps. We're going to kill the scythe guy and then forget about everyone else. This time we're going to run straight past these folks here. Now I did accidentally run up here and open the door, realized I wasn't recording, so I ran all the way back to the cathedral ward and started recording before I came up and actually fought her. So, okay, so Vicar Amelia, similar to the Cleric Beast, weak with their limbs, so you want to try to knock out their limbs. They're also weak against serrated weapons. Yeah, you want to try to knock out their limbs. Each one of her limbs will stagger her for a visceral. Do it enough times, you'll also be able to hit her head to do a huge amount of damage. Now, in her second half, she is able to heal herself. It doesn't fully heal her, but it heals her for, 5 seconds, however long she ends up doing the animation. She can heal a pretty good chunk. If you're having difficulty with her, obviously it's going to make it that much harder. But again, you want to stay super close, super aggressive, knock out each of her limbs for the stagger.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods.
So there it was again. Our eyes are yet to open. Now, Master Willem believes very much in the power of insight. Eyes in the back of our head, eyes inside, lining our mind, right? Willem is very much about insight, whereas, as we can see there, Lawrence was starting to go and look into blood administration. Again, if you want to know more about the lore, I am linking the Jay Britton video in every one of the videos. That video explains the lore so much better than I could ever try to, and I've watched it so many times, I feel like anything I say would just be a plagiarism of that. So like I said, I'm going to link it at the bottom, so you can go ahead and watch that if you are interested more in the lore. I'm just trying to throw in little tidbits to kind of pique your interest a little bit about what's happening.
What is... Very well, let... Farewell, good...
We're going to head back to the Cathedral Ward. Now that we have the password, we are going to work our way towards the Forbidden Woods. Let's talk to the old lady here.
How did we ever get into this mess?
And we're going to progress a little bit through Eileen's quest and then head up to the Forbidden Woods.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. And he's my mark. Don't go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. I have business there first. Don't go near the tomb below Erden.
Now, Henrik is another old hunter. Eileen just said she is hunting him, so she is a hunter of hunters. Very similar to Jura, except she is hunting hunters that have become too beastly, becoming a little bit too involved in the hunt, trying to keep them at bay. So she says, don't go to the tomb of Odin because Henrik is there, and that is her mark. So we're going to go help her out and fight Henrik. You have to be careful when attacking because you don't want to hit her too many times. If you hit her too many times, she will start attacking you as well, and then you're going to have a hurting time with finishing her quest line. So you be careful with attacking her. Only try to attack in staggered form, so let her attack a few times, and then you go through and attack as well. He's not particularly difficult, but of course every hunter has the option to parry you, and they can do a ton of damage through parrying, so you just always have to be careful that way. See, Eileen is starting to head on over. Accidentally hit her. It's okay. You can hit her a few times. Not a huge deal. You do want to be very careful. So like I said, let her go in and do a little bit. She actually does a ton of damage, and I'm going to go in and do a bit more. Every time she goes to engage, I just try to back off let her do it when she has a few feet away from him. Then that's when I go in and swing. Pretty easy fight. But again, just be careful with hitting Eileen.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then.
We did.
He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me. Try to keep your leader.
Okay, let's go back towards the Cathedral Ward. And we're going to work our way to the Forbidden Woods. Can't remember if I read this or not, so I'm just going to put it up on the screen. I'm pretty sure I did, but just to be sure. Alright, we're going to pass this big guy. And we're going to go to the left. This is where we got the shining coins earlier. We're going to come down here, talk to Alfred for the second time. Grab the Tempering Blood Gemstone.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest. Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle.
After you finish listening to Alfred, we're going to come all the way downstairs, and we are going to be able to finally provide the password.
The password.
And now, interestingly enough, man guarding the door is already dead. And he gives you a madman's knowledge. Very curious. Very curious. So we are entering the Forbidden Woods. Now this area can be incredibly confusing, particularly in the second half. The first half isn't terribly bad, what we're going to go through right now, but the second half, it's very easy to get lost and kind of forget which way you went. So on our way down, we're going to grab a couple twin bloodstone shards. My game crashed just a second ago, so bear with it figuring itself out here with the frame rates. Charred Hunter's garb is great to wear around the Forbidden Woods because there are a lot of people throwing oil and Molotovs at you. There's also an entire pond of oil where people are throwing Molotovs at you while you're running through it. So, highly recommend wearing the Charred Hunter's garb so you get fire resistance. After you take out the axe guy, we're going to come up and grab Madman's Knowledge and an Adept Blood Gemstone. Then we're going to run down and we're going to grab the lantern. First lantern for the Forbidden Woods. Now we got a shortcut on the right. That's where we're going to work our way to. That's going to be basically the first half and all we do in this portion of it. Let's go level up really quick because it's very easy to lose all of your blood echoes from dying in the Forbidden Woods.
Very well.
I think it's funny, there's a large contrast between this bridge and the next bridge. Very similar, there's a guy carrying an axe and a torch, but you'll see later, very different. Now be careful with these things, there are a few piles that are booby traps. If you step on them, there will be a booby trap that kills you. There's a couple of them. There's one there. I'll point out the other one a little bit later. We're going to come up to the right because we're going to kill this guy, and then we're going to kind of drop down and kill the people throwing the oil at us first. So we're not dealing with all the folks near the fire. And yeah, as you see, there's four campfires over there. Every person's holding a torch. Very easy to get killed. And that's why I said earlier, Charred Hunter's garb is going to be great in this area. Just grab all the items. Grab the twin bloodstone shards. We're going to come over here to the right. Kill this lizard and the crow. Now there are a couple of ways that you can go first. The main way is straight through those flowers. We're actually going to turn right towards these red glowing rocks and tombstones. This is going to drop us to the village, just on a different side of it. Stick to the left. We're basically going to stick to the left wall of this entire area. It's going to be the easiest way. I'm just going to go into a quick circle. You want to stay out of the middle because that is a pit that you can fall into. We'll go into it in a second, but you just don't want to do it before you kill it. Come back here. There is going to be a shortcut with that gate, and we're going to grab some pungent blood cocktails. Now this is the area we just came from. If we hang a hard left, there's going to be some more pungent blood cocktails. Oh, looks like we missed the guy. If you come back here, kill this gunner, that gives us access to this little building that has some beast blood pellets. Alright, so let's actually go ahead and go down here now. So let's see. As you can see, there is an item. So we're going to drop down. There's just a couple crows to kill. There's a ladder back up, so really if you happen to drop, not a big deal. But it's just easier to kill them all first and then work your way back up so they don't accidentally kill you when you walk up or when you climb up. Now, I almost ran into it. I'm going to point it out in just a second, but I showed the booby trap there. And we're going to take this guy out. And grab some more beast blood pellets. So this is the area with the flowers that I just pointed out that we said there's a few ways we can go. The flowers the main way. A few blood vials, we'll take it. So let's come back down here and I'll point out the booby trap. So there it is, the pile of 2x4s. And there is the giant booby trap that will swing down if you step on them. So just be careful of them. Like I said, I almost ran into it right there. So even knowing about it, it's super easy to just run past because you get, you know, in the mode of just zooming through the area. We'll come and talk to that NPC in a bit, but first, we're going to take these dogs out so they don't jump out and attack us. Now, there's the guy right there standing with the torch. He's standing behind a gate. We're actually going to come around back here. And we're going to have to run straight through the gate. You have to sprint, otherwise he will close the gate on you. But if you sprint, you can get past it. Heal him. There is a couple of dogs, and then another one of those guys with the sacks on their shoulders that take you to Yahar'gul. So we're going to get the dogs and try to avoid the guy that sends you to Yahar'gul. There is an item right there. But like I said, we want to try to avoid fighting him because we just don't want to go to the area he'll take us right at the moment. Let's get the beast roar. Looks like we got his attention, so we'll try to bring him over here a little bit so then we can run around and grab the other item that he was sitting on. Perfect. Got the blood vials. And let's come back here. We're going to climb up this ladder. Kill the crows up top, and we're going to get my personal favorite, Fashion Souls, the White Church Dog. The reason I like it is just because with all the blood that ends up spewing on your body from killing the enemies, you just are dripped in blood, and because it's on a white background, it just glistens and glows a little bit more than, you know, on the black hunter's outfits. So I personally like it. I think it's great. It's my favorite set. So we're not going to go that way quite yet. We're going to first make sure we get the big shortcut that I pointed out at the beginning of this area. And then we'll go back to that tunnel. Let's come back here, take these Molotov guys out. So we're right above the oil pond that I had mentioned earlier. So we're going to take out these folks that are throwing all the Molotovs. That way, when we go down there in just a little bit, we don't have to worry about them throwing the fire at us. Especially now that I'm not wearing the charging shard. You can see immediately how that is negatively impacted. See, they are just hucking them. So it is not fun if you don't take them out beforehand. Just gonna double check they're all dead and that I didn't miss any items. Then we're gonna drop down and grab some Molotov cocktails. So this is the way we want to go, but I'll just show you kind of where this pond is and how you get here. So if you didn't go up by the dogs and by the person who closed the gate, and you just proceeded forward, it would take you to the pond. So this is the village. You're right next to the pond. So if you didn't kill or if you didn't go back towards the dogs and you just proceeded this way, boom, you're in the pond. People are throwing Molotov cocktails at you while you're trying to kill these dudes on the ground. Now, if we swing to our right, we're gonna grab the small shortcut that I mentioned in that building with the gate. Snag these twin bloodstone shards. And this is, again, back into the village. And we are stocking up on twin bloodstone shards, which is awesome. Now, after we kill this gunner guy, there's going to be a dude with a cannon who does a ton of damage. So we are going to serpentine through this little area in between each of the buildings to avoid getting shot by them. We're going to go straight diagonal first. See what I mean? Now, there is a person in each of the buildings. They're not incredibly difficult, though. Like I said, we're just going to run into each one of them, so we're going to serpentine back and forth. And we're going to go back diagonal again. Straight across. This is the last one. And we're going to grab some more beast blood pellets. Come over to the right, grab twin bloodstone shards again. Now, this is when we get into the very not fun portion of the Forbidden Woods. But this is also just about where we stop in the Forbidden Woods for now. We'll come back to it, but for now we're going to get the shortcut and then go back to that kind of cave area that I had pointed out by the dogs. Kind of taking a look over at the Forbidden Woods and where we are also headed next. Not next, but shortly after the Forbidden Woods. And there is Byrgenwerth. Byrgenwerth is where it all started. Again, I'll drop the Jay Britton video in the description for all of the lore if you want it. I would do lore during the videos, but I just feel like I would be plagiarizing him because I've watched that video so many times. I've literally fallen asleep to it a ton of times. So, like I said, I'm just going to link the video so you guys can watch it. I highly recommend it. It would explain it far better than I ever could. So yeah, I'll put it in the description by Jay Britton. It's called The Pale Blood Hunt. We're going to pick up the cannon. Cannon's huge. It does a ton of damage, but it costs 10 quicksilver bullets each shot. So you only have 2 at a time. Again, does a ton of damage, but you only have 2. Now, there is an item over there. We're not going to worry about it right now because those guys are incredibly strong. We're just going to sprint across this bridge and see what I mean. Same thing. Guy with the axe, dressed the same. And now he has snakes as a head. Go to the right, up the hill, and then we're going to get the shortcut. Grab a few more antidote.
Ah, a new face, are you? And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, Master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
And we're going to join the League.
Yes, as a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Impurity. We'll take it. Thank you.
The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
Okay, and we can open this gate, and this takes us right back to the lantern. Huge shortcut, saves us a ton of time. Now, if you want to, I would recommend going back and leveling up. I'm not going to. I'm just going to run back because we don't have a lot of enemies to fight. We just have to go through the next area, get a little bit of support before we proceed. So I'm going to go back down. We're going to swing left, grab a couple more twin bloodstone shards. And this time the guy's just sitting on the bridge, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to just run past him. These guys will end your entire career, so just run past them for now. We're going to come back up. And we're going to cross these cogs. Grab the poison knives that are hanging off. Then we're going to come talk to this NPC who looks like has just killed a male, a female, and is eating a child.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
You took me for a monster. I don't trust you. You just were eating a child. I'm sending you to Yosefka's clinic. You need to be healed. I have people at Odin Chapel, and I don't trust you around them if you're eating a child.
I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Except I can't very well stay.
Well, thank you for not eating me. Alright, let's just drop down here. And we're going to work our way back to that cave. Now, another reason why I didn't want to go back and level up is because all of these people are still dead, so it just gives us a very easy run to this next area I want to go to. We really don't have a ton of...
Oh, a hunter of beasts, are you? Glory be. You know not the value you possess. But more's the pity. The hours of the night are many, and the beasts more than I can count. A veritable hunt unending. Not even death offers solace, and the blood imbibes you. A most frightful fate. Oh my. But I'm willing to do you a kindness. Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes, I'm unquestionably certain.
So he said, go to the right of the grand cathedral and find the ancient church shrouded.
Not even death offers solace, and the blood imbibes you. Seek you the ancient shrouded church, hidden to the right of the main cathedral. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength.
And then he says, the gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Could the Godhead be the skull that we touched after killing Vicar Amelia? Or could it be something else that we just haven't encountered yet at the shrouded church? And down there is an item. We'll come back to it. Come grab the antidote because we are going to the ever famous FromSoft Poison Pool. This one isn't very big, but there's a few just big enemies. Take a few seconds to kill. Also, there's a bunch of tombstones, particularly the tombstone that has light emanating onto it. We're gonna stick to the left here, come over to this island. There are these like eel, leech looking things that will come and try to attack us. We're gonna try to take them out quickly without waking up the guy that's standing right behind us. Yeah, looks like there's a couple more coming. Like I said, hopefully we can do it without waking him up. And we could not. He's awake. Alright, we're leaving. Just leaving. My God. Alright, we're running this way. Sticking to our left. We're going to grab that item we just saw. And I pointed out. Arcane Blood Gemstone. I'm not going to worry about the antidote right now because I'm still in the poison pool. I'm just going to run through it all and heal up when needed. Get on this island. We're going to grab this item here. We're going to grab this Nourishing Blood Gemstone. And then we're going to run around and grab the Dirty Blood Gemstone. Now we are out of the pool, but there's one more item we have to get, so we got to run back in for just a quick second. Let him pass. And grab the frenzied blade. Come back. Go up this little hill and up the ladder. Now, one thing to point out. Tons of rib cages. Tons of bodies. Tons and tons of bodies. And also, again, there are a bunch of tombs strewn about. So it seems like this was a burial site, resting site, graveyard potentially. Lots of tombstones on the way up and working our way down. And again, this is straight off of the Forbidden Woods. So something must have gone awry. But then when we get up here, no tombstones, just bodies dumped into this random area, all right next to the ladder as well. So it seems like someone's just bringing them, tossing them about down below. not caring about where they land or what happens to them. And we come up to a graveyard with very similar coffins and architect that we've seen before. And we are back in central Yarnum, particularly right next to the clinic, Iosefka's clinic. So it seems like what's happening is things are going on inside of Iosefka's clinic in which people are dying and their bodies are being thrown into the pit that leads directly to the Forbidden Woods. So what are they trying to hide inside of the clinic in which they are not burying people properly and they have access directly to the Forbidden Woods? What exactly are they trying to hide? This is the backside of the clinic. That is the clinic right there. Alright, and let's head inside of Iosefka's clinic. Come over here to the right and open this door. And we're back in the very first room in which we started the game. And what is this thing? We kill it, and it gives us Iosefka's blood vial. So that must be Iosefka, because obviously Iosefka gave us her blood vials in the beginning of the game. And on top of that, right where we started, a Canehurst summons. A summons to Canehurst directly on the operating table that we started on. Very curious. Another one of these guys, this time on the ground. He's looking like he's eating something. If we kill him this time, they give us the Beast Rune. Now, the other person that would have given us the Beast Rune is the cannibal that we saw eating the child. And then there's a third one here. Looks like possibly being autopsied, operated on. Very curious. Get the communion room. And if we take a left one more time.
Ah, moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here? Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving. But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
Okay, fine. I'll let you do your thing for now, Iosefka, but who are you? What is happening at Iosefka's clinic? Alright, now let's go level up. We've done the portion of the Forbidden Woods that we want to do. Let's go level up. Let's see what Gehrman has to say.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion. Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? One of the holy, a town of beasts.
Yeah, I get it, Gehrman. So, Gehrman said, if you're struggling with the game, go to the Chalice dungeons. They'll help you level up. He also said, in order to get to the Chalice dungeons, you have to go to Old Yarnum and defeat the Blood-Starved Beast. Well, we've already defeated the Blood-Starved Beast, so we don't have to worry about that.
Welcome. What is it? Very well, let me.
We're 20 short. How unlucky. 30 short. 30 blood echoes short. Alright, let's go to Central Yarnum, I guess. And we will kill one enemy.
Have I heard of Bergenworth? Afraid I can't say that I have. The locals aren't apt to share any local history. I'm afraid I may not be of help for much longer. And I'm a...
Welcome. What is it?
So I'm deciding between going to start leveling up skill instead of strength. Just because, again, the Saw Cleaver scales with skill and strength. So I want to start leveling up both of them at some point. Let's go back to the Cathedral Ward. See if anyone has any new dialogue.
Sorry, dear. You're much too eager. I've only so much blood, okay?
Oh. There you are. You're early, dear. Is anything the matter? You can always tell me. Mother will make everything better.
I've no time to what, just go away now. I can't stand the stench of your light.
Okay, and we are going to go to Yahar'gul. So we're going to let this guy finally kill us. And he is going to take us to the place I said we didn't want to go. We're in jail. Oh, that was easy to escape. We're free. All right, let's go grab this thick cold blood and read the note. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon. Uncover their secrets. All right, we're going to take off the church garb really quick. Just because there's a few different dialogues I want to show you.
In the name of the healing church, cleanse us of this horrible dream. Oh, please leave me be. Don't take me, please. Oh, please, dear gods.
So obviously she thinks we are someone to harm her. Let's talk to her with the church garb.
Ah, by your garb, the healing church, you've come to save me. Oh, thank you, dear saint. I have no words to express my relief. You can take this at least. It's sure to please an upstanding member of the church like you. Oh, thank you so much, dear gods. Thank you so much. I was seized on the street by the hulking brute in the cathedral ward and locked up here. There were many others, but they've been taken away. And I've heard moans echoing in the distance ever since. So, the hunt is on tonight. Then the streets are perilous, and every door will be shut tight. Perhaps it isn't my place to ask, but do you know somewhere that might take me in?
I do actually.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll set out as soon as I can. I pray for success on your hunt, kind hunter. I'll set out as soon as I can. I pray for success on your hunt, kind hunter.
So, she got kidnapped by the same thing that took us to Yahar'gul. And when we first walked up to her, she obviously thought that we were there to harm her because she's in this incredibly creepy place. But when I put on the church garb, she thought that we were there to protect her and to save her. Just come up here, get this lizard. And there's going to be a couple of the sack guys up there, so we're going to come over here. And over here, there's actually going to be a lady that jumps out and tries to get you. So we're going to roll and back out. And we just got by the other one anyway, so what was the point? And that way is going to be towards the boss, so we're actually going to work our way back. Can't get this door quite yet, but we will get it shortly. Don't worry. And we're going to head upstairs. I'm going to grab the lantern up here. And as you can see, there's two of those sack guys over there. Let's read this note. Nightmarish rituals crave a newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry. Nightmarish rituals crave a newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry. Very curious. So like I mentioned, we're going to just run past these guys, grab the moon rune. Oh my god, I can't believe he's sitting down. Also incredibly lucky I did not get grabbed right there. A very lucky turn of events. Now we have a couple of pigs outside. One's coming up the stairs. So we're going to come out down here to the right. Take out these two dogs and the sack man. He's not gonna dodge me twice. Alright, let's head down these steps. We're gonna grab a couple twin bloodstone shards on the left. And the frenzied cold blood on our right. And this is the door I said earlier we will come back to and open. So we can head back up those stairs to get to the lantern, but we're going to go back outside. It's unfortunate that the pig saw me. It was wrong of me not to do this in the first attack. Gonna grab this lizard over here. It's gonna give us a bloodstone chunk. Gonna grab this lizard over here for a couple more twin bloodstone shards. Come up these steps and grab a door to the left of the lantern. So if we die, we can just immediately go left. Head up the steps here. There's a lot of dogs in that kind of main alleyway, so we're going to go from above them, but also there's a frenzied cold blood over here. Now, this is a shortcut we will get a little bit later. gonna jump onto this thing. There is a dog that's inside of this wagon here that's gonna jump out, so we're gonna try to just bait him out really quick if we can. There we go. Makes it a little bit easier. And now, since we're taking them out from above, they're not all going to attack us at once. Whereas, if we would have just ran straight up, we would have gotten all of their attention, and it would have been a lot less fun. Got a pig down there. First, we're going to take out these fellers. How's that thing not dead? Are you f***ing kidding me? Alright, let's run it back then. So we're gonna do things slightly different this time by not dying. We're gonna grab the Tonitrus, which is a great electric weapon. Phenomenal weapon, really fun to use. The trick for the weapon is it electrocutes. Behold, a pale blood sky. People died while praying at the door, and they gave us madmen's knowledge, which is very curious. closed door. I wonder if they were locked out and they were praying to try to get in. Maybe they were afraid. Maybe they got captured like the Lady Adela that's downstairs in the jail. Holy cow, that was way too close. Alright, let's go level up really quick.
I must have drifted. What is it you did? Very well, let...
Okay, let's head back to Yahar'gul. And we're gonna head halfway down the steps. And run through here. Okay, we got. I was hoping that wouldn't happen if we were sprinting. That's unlucky. I was just gonna let you live. Look at what you've done. Alright, we're gonna sprint past these fellers, come to the right, and we're gonna go fight the boss. This is Dark Beast Parl. Weaknesses are his limbs. You can take out all of his limbs for visceral attacks, or if you are able to, you can attack his head. His head will do far more damage than his limbs, but the limbs will stagger him and allow you to hit his head a little bit easier. He does have a charged up electrical ability that is an AoE, and he will kill you very fast. That's what that ability is. It will damage you, and it will do a lot of damage. So whenever you can, if you do hear him start charging that up, go ahead and try to run out of it. Otherwise, you want to try to stay next to his limbs and or his head, and hit him as often as you can. If you try to stay right under his body, it's hard to hit anything, so you don't want to be under his pelvis. You want to actually try to be right next to the legs. And that's what I mean. So we're gonna run it back, get back to him again really quick. And of course, he's sitting on our blood echoes. Okay. See if we can get him this time. thank goodness. Oh my god. I thought I was dead for sure there. Okay. So like I said, if you're able to hit him in the head and get him staggered that way, it'll do a ton of damage. Kind of got lucky, he cornered himself a little bit, which made it easier to get his head, but that is Dark Beast Parl. Gonna light the lamp. We're gonna open this door and head up into Old Yarnum. And we're gonna work our way back to Jura. I just realized I went the wrong way. I should have turned right and gone up the ladder. I decided to go the long and difficult route. And I don't know why. Alright, we're going to go up the ladder, and we're going to talk to Jura. Now that we have defeated Dark Beast Parl and entered Old Yarnum from the backside, he will be willing to talk to us.
Well, well. How did you get in here? It's no matter. What brings you to Old Yarnum? I've no interest in matters further up, but you must not disturb this place. The beasts do not venture above, and mean no harm to anyone. If you still insist on hunting them, then I will hunt you first. You understand me?
Okay, I'll spare the beasts. You've convinced me.
Yes, very good. I no longer dream, but I was once a hunter too. There's nothing more horrific than a hunt. In case you fail to realize, the things you hunt, they're not beasts. They're people. One day you will see. It's time you got going. But first, a farewell gift. I have no use for it anyway. What is it? Surely I need not repeat myself? Go, I say. You have the whole night to dream. Make the best of it.
You have the whole night to dream. Make the best of it. God, I love the voice acting in this. The dialogue is just, And we are going to head back to the Hunter's Dream and level up.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me... Welcome. Very well. Let me...
Alright, y'all, and that is going to be this episode of Bloodborne. I appreciate you so much for being here. Next episode, we are going to finish the Forbidden Woods, fight the Shadows of Yhar'gul, and possibly go ahead and go through all of Byrgenwerth. We'll see, but I appreciate you being here, and I will catch you in the next episode.